And dear, you got headache. No, so you go to
they do that here too.
Oh, I see. So you go to a doctor in England. It doesn't cost you $125 to see him. You listen. I think it's a great service. If you're a diabetic in England, and there are millions, it costs you nothing for your prescriptions. If it's anything life-threatening, you don't pay. Here, that prescription would cost $10,000 a year.
Of course. So our next story.
Here comes some news from Florida, the Sunshine State, where everything that happens there really matters. Not really. In fact, nobody really cares what happens in Florida. So far away, kind of smells funny. Full of old people, you know. But here's some news from Florida anyway.
When are we going to get to Florida news?
Today's Florida man is Rico Antoine Jones, a 28-year-old career prostitute from Tampa who allegedly crashed into a retirement home overnight while drunk. When police responded to the wreck, they found a gaping hole in the 13...
I'll bet they did.
They found a gaping hole in the 13-story building. They also found Jones down the street wearing women's underwear, a bra, and high heels. His vehicle crashed right next to the senior center where Lenny Windsor was performing.
Nothing wrong with that. They pay very good money. Yeah.
Sending smoke.
$100 pickup.
Sending smoke billowing into the rooms above. According to the Tampa Bay Times, none of the 300 seniors living inside were evacuated or injured.
They all just died.
Watching Lenny's act. Jones, also known as Diamond on the street, has a long history of prostitution arrests. Bay 9 News reports he fled the scene, but was eventually apprehended and taken to the Tampa General Hospital to be treated for injuries before he went to jail. Police later accused him of being intoxicated during the crash. Officers had reportedly tried to pull him over moments before he obliterated the senior citizen wall. That's awesome.
I mean, I get he crashed into the building, but did you have to pull out, then crash back in, then pull out, then crash back in?
Yeah.
So that's what he gets paid to do.
I mean, when you do something right, I guess.
Is there a name for the police here? I mean, like the bad names, you call them pigs.
Pigs. Yeah.
Anything else?
I think pig's probably strong.
What about fuzz?
I've heard fuzz.
Well, that's not in a derogatory sense.
No, but you still know if I said, "Oh, look, there's the fuzz."
Yes.
Oh yeah.
You would know.
Mainly because I love that movie Hot Fuzz.
Well, how do you not love Simon Pegg?
The best. My favorite actor, without a doubt.
No, because there was a little story about two prostitutes talking, and one said, "Have you been picked up by the fuzz?" She said, "No, but I've been swung around by the tits a few times."
So stupid.
Do you laugh at your own jokes on stage too?
Yes, I fucking do.
You should. It makes everybody laugh more.
I do. Anyway, carry on.
He wasn't that funny, but his laughter, man.
No, it was funny. It was funny.
Cheryl Mattis. She lost her appetite when she found a swastika made from butter on the bun of a chicken sandwich at McDonald's.
Say it again.
There it is. There's the picture of the bun.
Yeah.
It's got a swastika on it.
How the fuck did she take the bun off to see if there was a swastika on it?
Matisse says she discovered the unappetizing symbol while putting mayo on a sandwich purchased at McDonald's in Morehead City, North Carolina. Is this a joke? Does somebody really think they're funny? Matisse told the local news. Many people died because of that symbol, and it's not something that should be taken lightly. It's not something that should be thrown around. It was especially offensive to Matisse, whose grandfather fought in World War II, of course, although McDonald's employees offered to replace the sandwich with a bun not alluding to the Nazi symbol.
With an American flag.
Matisse declined. I really didn't have an appetite at the point, so I said I rather have my money back, she said, according to the ABC News. But Matisse wasn't satisfied with just the money. She contacted McDonald's corporate headquarters about her swastika bun beef.
I see what she did there.
Shortly after her complaint, she received a letter from Dulcie Purcell, the owner of the Morehead City McDonald's, stating that the employees who allegedly put the swastika on the bun had been fired. But yeah, again, like, who goes into McDonald's and puts and like disassembles the bun and puts mayo and stuff on it. You'd think.
How can
don't
you
you think when they're assembling it, you would be like, can you just put some
How
mayo
is
on
that
it?
even possible? They're fucking glued together when you get them anyway.
Like that's a really. I mean, the artwork is offensive but impressive.
Yeah, I thought it was could have been done with a paintbrush.
If it was on top of the bun, it'd be more believable. This is a very funny story. A 65-year-old Les Atkins has done it all. He's managed a mayonnaise factory in England. He watched a few spaghetti westerns and even visited a few Native American reserves stateside.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
As part of natural, completely random career progression, he retired from his longtime job so he could become a Native American. Lenny, how do you feel about that?
Oh, yeah, it's very good. What's his name? Fucking Tonto.
Les Atkins. Atkins told the Mirror News that he's spent thousands on his obsession and immersed himself in the culture, performing ceremonial dances and sign languages of several Native American tribes. Now he wants to go to English schools and museums to teach ignorant locals about the Native Americans. Whether an ignorant Englishman with little to no connection to the Native tribes himself should teach the subject is up for debate.
Yeah, well, suddenly they're all the Native American listeners are shaking their heads, going,
"Why?
Where do these fucking people come from?"
England. He was from England.
And in our final story, a knife falls from the sky into a Chinese man's head. I don't want to laugh, but we laughed at this earlier.
The picture.
That he's just sitting there with this knife sticking out of the top of his head.
Well, you don't realise the knife is about 6 foot long.
Yeah.
Actually, he's pinned to the fucking floor.
Yeah, he's dead. In the picture, he's dead.
So some people get hit in the head by a stray frisbee, others get stabbed by a knife plummeting through the air. It appears that was the case for 57-year-old Chinese man.
I want to hear this.
I'm not going to pronounce that name. Go ahead, Lenny. Go ahead, Lenny.
Where?
Yunji Zhao.
No, it's...
That's Japanese.
Oh, sorry.
You want to get a duo thing going
Just
on?
get on it.
I'll just... Every dumbass thing.
Anyway, it appears walking in his hometown of wherever.
Guangdong.
When he noticed a knife protruding.
When he
from
noticed?
Yes, like he didn't
Wait a second.
Yeah.
Where the fuck did that come from?
He didn't feel it when it went through the skull.
My hair feels a little.
Yeah. So where did the knife come from? Apparently,
Calic?
apparently, he was walking underneath a high-rise apartment building. The knife fell from an 8th-floor balcony in what has to be one of the worst cases of timing ever.
No. Go to a Lenny Windsor show.